Uh, I can't share it, Sam. It's not on your. It's not on your. There it is. There it is.
So it's funny because I went live with this and I was just like watching the game live and people were coming in and out. And first quarter was nightmare.
Yeah, yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. People were jumping out the window.
Oh yeah, quick.
I wanted to join them, but no, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I stayed off Twitter, but I myself held my breath for a second, Gene. I was like, is this really after a bye week? Like,
You
are
know,
we in like sluggo mode? Like, wake the fuck up! What the fuck is going on?
All right, no more talk about it. No more talking about the game.
Save it, save it, save it. Stank has a ritual. He doesn't like talk about it on the phone with us or anything. Save it for the fucking podcast.
You get all you. It's like you jizzed already, bro.
It's like you just.
And you come in with that,
It's okay to get one out of the chamber if you're going out for the night.
Energy, and
we don't. You got a 5-6 hour window. But if you do it, an hour, 45 minutes before she comes over, then you're
right here.
Your legs are weak.
But if you have extra clip, then you know.
True. I only make the best with more than one clip, bro.
Yeah, if you're rolling with more than one clip.
Back in the day, I had several clips. I keep on misplacing them for some reason. I don't know. Every year that goes by, I was like, "Where's that second clip?"
I used to have the extra clip. Now I'm just a shotgun.
You ready, bro? We're waiting on you.
I'm just a shotgun now. By the way, Gene, everybody was listening to what we're saying right now. Sam, let's do that. This has been live on the live stream. Welcome to the Loose Cannons, everybody. Sammer, somebody's saying that you're muted. Sammer, sorry to interrupt you. Somebody said that you're muted.
Oh no, we'll start this shit all over.
Anybody
that was beautiful.
Me?
Can anybody hear me? Raise your hand real quick.
It only gets worse, guys.
It only gets worse, guys.
Can you hear me? Hold on, let me turn the volume on.
Can anybody hear me? Raise your hand.
Oh yeah, they can hear. I can hear you.
Yeah, you good. You good money.
I can hear you.
Good.
Samir, welcome to AT&T. We're having trouble with the line.
All right, let's do this again. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Samuel, along with my co-hosts Stank and Poppy Latte. We are joined by Gene, or as you guys know him, Buck What You Heard. You're watching the Loose Cannons live post-game call-in show presented by Red Cat Plumbing and Air, a Tampa-based company who takes pride in their reputation for timely service, professional results, and exceeding expectations. They truly define hashtag Tampa Proud. As always, the number to call to get your questions in, it's on the screen. It's 312-626-6799. And when prompted, enter the code 9955204740, and you will enter the digital waiting room. Remember our format. It's very strict. State your name, your wing preference, wet or dry rub, and your choice of dipping sauce, whether that's blue cheese or a pile of shit. Then give us your question or your take. Try to limit it to 90 seconds if you can. And we will be picking 3 of our favorite callers to take home a bottle of this awesome Tampa Inferno hot sauce, as well as a hashtag Tampa Proud t-shirt, all courtesy of the people over at Red Cat Plumbing and Air. Guys, it is fucking Victory Shades post-game show. Boom. What?
We're not going. We're not going. You're not going yet. Sorry, I'm cutting you off, Sammer.
I'm
Shout
done.
out to Brian Shaw for the super chat donation because we're fucking. I mean, just shout out to Brian. Fucking wing money. We love our fans. Thank you. Go ahead, Sam.
Shaw, listen. It's like I'm on the pole. Brian just slipped a dirty old $5 bill in his
a crimply one.
Yeah, just a crinkly one.
We can't hear you, but Gene.
Am I still muted?
No, you're good. I can hear you.
man. No, I don't think he was talking.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he's making it rain for you guys.
Yeah, we're officially male entertainers now. It's Mom. I arrived. I've arrived.
We've done it. This is better than Chatterbait. We don't even have to take our clothes off. Imagine when we do. Enough about us taking our clothes off and earning dirty ass money. The Bucs fucking won. The Bucs beat the shit. I don't give a fuck what the scoreboard says. We beat the shit out of the fucking Minnesota Vikings. Huge win. Huge win coming out the bye week. The defense kind of shaky to start the game. Tom Brady kind of shaky to start the game. But 6-time, calm down. Defense woke the fuck up a little bit. And the Bucs pulled off a rather convincing win against a pretty good Vikings team that's been on a roll. And we cannot talk about this game without at least sending a very important shank you, Mr. Dan Bailey, for helping us out today. God, how many times can you go wide right like almost immediately off your fucking foot? Holy shit, that looked like fucking Roberto Aguayo. I loved it. Fucking loved it.
Very much, Dan Bailey.
Every time he go up, I'm like, he's not gonna miss this one, right? Like, there's no way he's gonna miss it again. Wow, he missed again. Holy shit! And you know what, Stank, Gene, Sammer, our kicker, he's not in the safe zone or anything. Fuck that guy. I don't like our kicker. I don't like his stupid face. I don't like his stupid form.
Name again?
I don't like it. I don't like it. His name is Suck Up. Sucks. He hit every field goal and he sucks. Gene is very confused. He's like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Real quick,
I do know the backstory on this, and that's why I'm mean.
Yeah, that's
Let
right.
me do what Sammer should have done initially. Gene, welcome to the Loose Cannons live stream, podcast, YouTube show. You're the legend, and your cat's in the background.
I know.
You got a cat?
What you guys have done, you guys have turned 2020 around. What you guys have done. I mean, I've been watching your shows, and just what the guests that you guys have had on, the work that you guys have done, the effort you guys have put into this, amazing, top notch.
Thank you.
And I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be a part of it, you know? I mean, I even changed my name to Gino Grigio because Poppy Latte is Poppy Latte. So I just decided, you know what? That's how much influence you guys have on me.
I actually told Sammer to make your name Gino Grigio on the
Should have.
I
don't know why he didn't do that.
He didn't have enough room.
You didn't do that?
Listen, I think Gene is a rather humble human being like I am, and I don't think he wants to take up that much screen space, right? I mean, I don't put my entire, government name on the screen because I don't want to take up more than my allotted space on this screen because that's what's fair.
Because adding ALI at the end would just take up so much more room.
Michelle's in the house. Shout out to Michelle. Love you, Michelle. Michelle is it's all love, man.
Who actually did? She was making it rain on the Vita Vea show, which if you guys haven't seen yet, and I know this is a
tears, by the way,
about the Vikings game, but make sure you go and watch the Vita Vea interview. It was so much fucking fun, and find out what is amazing outside of football.
Of Vita Vea, though. Speaking of that, let's start unwrapping this game, guys.
Yes.
So much done package.
We won. I'm happy as fuck, right? But we gotta point out positive, negatives. This is what we do. We point this shit out. We move on to the next game. We miss Vita Vea, guys.
Yes, we do.
Holy mother of God, we miss Vita Vea. And if that wasn't evident to you guys, I don't know if we cursed this a little bit with the podcast before the game. It was not more evident or more obvious that Jesus, it was just gaping holes. We miss Vita Vea.
Don't say gaping holes around Sammer.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Yeah. Welcome to the Loose Cannons, Gene.
Only we could see your eyes on that.
They were very calm. It's not a big deal. I've been around a lot of gaping holes. It's not a big deal, guys. Listen, Gene, what did you think of that first half as opposed to what happened? You know what? Not the first half. How about let's break down the first quarter. That first quarter of that game.
Let's start there.
Yeah, first quarter of the game. The Bucs come out. Again, they looked flat. They kind of started off slow. The Vikings looked like they were just doing whatever they wanted to do. What were your initial thoughts when you saw the way we started?
I was frustrated because they methodically marched down the field. Nobody was stopping them. They just methodically marched down the field, did what they wanted to do, hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and dared the Bucs to stop them. And it didn't happen in that first quarter. And you're waiting every play. You're waiting for the defense to get that stop and then build up that momentum on the defensive side of the ball. And it never happened. Mm-hmm. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? This team has been stopping the run for almost 2 years now, or a year and a half season wise. And what's going on here? And then that was probably the most frustrating part of it. Secondly, the offense getting off to a slow start again. I know that was something, and I've seen a lot of podcasts where they talk about the keys to the game was starting out fast, and we just didn't see that. There's still a disconnect with certain receivers, and Tom Brady's missing passes with a little that require a little bit of touch, and we just didn't see it in that first quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned not stopping the run, and I think the key, the one thing that was kind of glaring when I was watching it was we were missing tackles. And it's not so much that our linebackers are missing tackles. I mean, our defensive line was actually penetrating on the run plays, but they weren't wrapping up the guys. Right. And then our secondary, who started out the season really, really physical and tackling really well, last few games they've been missing tackles. Since that Rams game, it seems that Carlton Davis is a guy who's usually been a wrap up. You know, he's been a good tackler for us. Missed tackles since the Rams game. Today he missed tackles. A lot of just this lowering the shoulder, trying to knock guys down. Like, that may work against like 90% of the running backs in the league, but when you face a Dalvin Cook, you got to wrap him up, man. You got to meet him and really wrap him up. And you know, later on in the game when they got that extra touchdown that kind of brought it closer, SMB was sitting back 2-3 yards and waiting on a 2-point conversion. You got to go. You may miss the tackle, but you got to go hit that guy. And I think the Bucs woke up a little bit after that first quarter, and somehow miraculously we're only down 6-0, right? It's actually 0-0 at the end of the first, but we end up, you know, it's a 6-0 game, and it's not that bad.
Yeah, I kept saying it on the broadcast that for as much yardage and as much ball control as the Vikings had, to only be up by 6, it was like, this ain't good. Eventually the floodgates are going to open, and sure enough they did. I tweeted out though, and you guys saw it. Is it officially now no longer Shaq Barrett? Are we back to Sack Barrett? Because yes. Shout out to Paige. She mentioned it last week. We talked about momentum and how important that is in games. And once Shaq got going, he almost had that first sack fumble. Then he had another sack, and then fucking JPP went off, and then Antoine Winfield came in. It just like opened the floodgates once Shaq had that, or excuse me, Sack Barrett had that initial sack. And Corey, shut the fuck up, Corey. Call the goddamn game. Stop calling the show. Stop being so damn negative. We won, Corey. I love you. You were there, but damn.
This is my thing here. Sack Barrett has been getting pressures all year long. He's been playing. He's been balling out, but it doesn't show up on a statistic really what he's been able to do. And he's just been he just hasn't gotten the sacks that we saw last year, but he's contributing to this team. And I guess when the majority of people watch football, they watch where the ball goes. They're not watching plays away from the ball to see what's creating whatever play happens. So I think a lot of people miss on just how important Shaq Barrett has been this year for this team.
This is a second half defense, huh? I mean, because you know, the last 5 games, we come out super slow. Thankfully, Dan Bailey couldn't kick anything today. That really helped, because I think it helped us steal a little bit momentum. And then the play to Scotty Miller, to me, which was the big momentum shift in the game, which is why on Twitter earlier I said he's the MVP of the game, because that was the moment right there. We hit back, we punched back. Everybody struggles to stop Dalvin Cook in the Minnesota run game. Dalvin Cook, if he's not the best running back in the NFL, you know, he's 1A. The guy's got incredible feet, incredible vision. Should be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Anyways, it was a tough ask for this front, missing their key run stopper in the middle and Vita Vea, and I think that they did a good enough job. Thankfully, Dalvin fell down miraculously like 4 times on potential huge runs. And anybody notice that? Like nobody in front of him, and the turf monster just takes him out. So we got a little bit lucky there, and I thought Kubiak had a good enough game plan against us. I thought they used play action really well against us, and they caught Devin White and Levante David several times taking, you know, a step forward and then hitting the tight end, you know, in the middle of the field, which is exactly what you do when you got a running game like Minnesota does. But we were able to weather the storm. Brady finally, you know, got the rust off, I guess, and started to hit, you know, angry Brady is best Brady. And once he got angry, he started to hit the guys he was supposed to hit. He wasn't perfect by any means, but, you know, the first quarter, he looked awful. 2 straight series in a row where you can basically pin it on his poor, you know, passing, his poor reads, his inaccurate balls, miscommunication, whatever it is. You know, we can't start slow against good offenses. Atlanta, if we do that against Atlanta, we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to tell you right now. Even though Atlanta's defense is trash, they can score. So we got to come out quick against them.
Yeah, but
jump in here real quick. I do want to shout out to Shady McCoy. I've been saying this all year long, that despite your favorite player not playing, eventually you will see him on the field at some point throughout the season. And I know a lot of people have been griping about Shady not being on the field. What we saw today was, with the benching of Leonard Fournette, you saw Shady come in and he took advantage of the plays that they put in front of him. So I was happy with what he did there. There's your Shady McCoy appearance. I think you'll see more of him on down the line, and he's got fresh legs. You saw how he was running today, and just the decision they made. I was good with it. Getting Keyshawn Vaughn suited up. I mean, a lot of good things to get this team prepared for the postseason. Now all they have to do is do what they need to do to win and get in there.
I would agree, Gene. I was actually gonna step in and tell Sammer if he would like a little bit of salt or a little bit of pepper, because he's on a restricted 500 calorie a day diet right now. Good for him. But I believe that he needs to eat a little bit of crow, Stank. The man has called them business decision. He said he's horrible. He wanted him cut off this team.
You guys
agreed not for
with
that
me.
Shady. Excuse me, sir. If not for that Shady drive, who knows where we'd be? Because he was picking up first downs. He was running up the middle. He looked like, oh, Shady, he looked good. So yeah, shout out to Shady. And I want to get y'all's opinion on something. Did y'all see Bruce Arians? By the way, I love Bruce Arians. We have lost sight of how much we love Bruce Arians. Once we got the GOAT, we forgot that we have the swaggiest coach in the fucking league. The man, he's just fucking awesome. Did anybody catch his quote after the game?
No.
I want y'all's thoughts on this quote after the game. Gene, we were asked earlier in the week what our identity is. I think we just showed our identity. We can do any damn thing we want. Thoughts, gentlemen?
We've been saying that. It just, can you do it?
Yeah,
Consistent.
do it.
But we need to throw in the word consistently. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
including consistently shooting yourselves in the foot, like by jumping off sides and keeping a drive going, extending it for the other team, or missing wide open receivers, or making bad reads,
or 1 minute drives.
1 minute drives.
Yeah, I think this team is still working. I mean, I know it sounds like an excuse, man, but like they're still working through the timing and the chemistry between Brady and his wide receivers. They're not seeing the same thing for whatever reason on blitz downs, on like they're just not seeing the right things. But when they give Tom enough time and they bring their those defensive ends outside and give Tom a place to step up, he eventually gets comfortable and he finds the guys. I mean, he missed a huge pass in that first quarter to Godwin, and when they showed the replay later on at halftime, dude, Scotty Miller was behind him for a touchdown, just wide open. Like there was nobody back there. Yeah. So again, it's still Tom not seeing the same thing. It's still Tom trying to get used to not playing in a horizontally based system versus vertically based with BA. But once they kind of figure it out and they get comfortable, and we said, on Friday, this team needed to lean on the defense for the defense to get them going. Let them kind of get comfortable and get into the flow of the game. But the defense, they for the most part, they bent and didn't break, right? And maybe if their kicker makes field goals, it's a totally different game. But you know what? That's not our fucking problem. They did what they had to do. And when they got into the red zone, for the most part, the Bucs defense came up there, played aggressively. I mean, those 3 plays in a row where they sacked Kirk Cousins and got in his face. Like Kirk Cousins just cannot deal with it when you get after him. He just couldn't. He melted down. I don't care what his numbers are against the blitz. We weren't even blitzing. The biggest thing that came out of this game for me was that we got to see this team with 4 down linemen for the majority of the time generate pressure. JPP.
Shout out to Big Girl. Shout out to Big Girl.
Big Girl looked Big Girl. If Kirk Cousins isn't crafty in that pocket, Big Girl comes away with like 4 or 5 sacks today. He probably has like 3 or 4, tackles for loss against Dalvin Cook if it's in any other running back, and they're also one of the only teams that uses a fullback still. So the Bucs front 4, if you want to call them that, the front 7, they stepped up for the most part, and that was really encouraging because that was something that we've kind of seen lacking in the last few weeks.
Yeah, and especially when you consider the Vikings had momentum coming into this game. I mean, that's what everybody was talking about. I was talking about it. Their wide receivers are amazing, and they have a great future in the NFL, but I like what the Buccaneers were able to do. They were able to get stops when they needed to. And, despite what anybody says about, the first quarter, the end result is they won the game. It's all about wins and losses, and that really helps this team towards making it to the playoffs. And yes, I'm going to talk about playoffs because I feel comfortable about that.
Their percentage, their chances.
As you fucking should. Somebody wished Water Shoes happy birthday. Water Shoes?
Oh, what the? Somebody said Water Shoe?
Somebody in the chat said happy birthday, Water Shoes.
I know who that is. Yeah, whatever. Jack Slash, whatever.
That's your boy.
Chef Boy at all.
That's Chef Boy at all.
Well, hey, fuck you. At least I don't eat shit nuggets. Them bitches look like shit. Put them in the dumpster, bro. They're horrible.
Like shit nuggets dipped in shit sauce.
I don't know what the fuck that was, bro. I like well done, but goddamn, bro.
Oh man, we're talking about the defense, right? Let's shift and talk a little bit about those corners, man. I thought the corners played pretty well. The safeties played pretty well, except for SMB. This kid is struggling, man. I don't know. I don't think he plays as much if Dean plays today, so I understand why he was out there, but he is in a weird funk right now. He's not confident. There's something going on. Maybe it's just second year, guy still trying to get used to things, but they're picking on him. You could tell they were picking on him. He's letting guys get open. He just doesn't look swaggy out there. He doesn't have that confidence, that energy.
I saw him make plays, but then again, like you said, then he would turn around and get smoked or just get out of position or something like that. What? This is his second year, right? Second year.
Second year.
Again, these are growing pains that they're going to continue to go through, and I'm not making excuses. It is what it is, and it's going to be up to him. These are all coachable things. He has the physical tools to be good, and we've seen that. It's just going to be from the neck up. He's just got to get it there.
Pewtercast in the chat. Hey, why don't y'all get in here too? We could just have a big fucking podcast orgy. Ren, stop being a bitch and a baby and come in here and hang out with your family, bro.
Just right now, Samra's eyes started twitching because he's like, I have to change the whole layout. And
he did.
No, I would just take calls. Not taking any video. You guys want to take a phone call? Let's take our first phone call. Let's take our first phone call.
Go, man. James here to take a call, bro.
And hey, do not forget the fucking format. You come in here without fucking entering this room correctly.
Remind them the fucking format, bro. Remind them the format.
Name, wing preference, what you're dipping them in, and give me your fucking take.
Damn, give me the phone number again.
There's only one kind of wing to get, though. But anyway, go ahead.
Phone number real quick. Repeat the
phone number. It is 312. It's
312-626-6799.
One more time.
Prompted.
312.
One more time.
I said 312-626-6799.
And when prompted?
And when prompted, enter the code 9955204740. And that, just so you guys know, those are the Buccaneer legends in order of favorite. Just so you know. So that means Mike Allsott is at the bottom. I will go ahead and take a phone call.
Yes, by the way, Lauter 1988. Yes, we can take calls. You can participate.
Awesome. All right, 714. You're hanging with the Loose Cannons. You're on the Red Cat Plumbing and Air Hotline. What's up?
Yo, guys, this is Lewis from Southern California. How's it going, guys?
What up?
Y'all got the fucking body of tacos.
Of course, I know. Spicy, sauced up wings with fucking blue cheese. Enough said. None of those chicken nugget, boneless wing bullshit.
Thank you.
Anyways, I'll admit I didn't get to watch all the game today, guys. I've been working all day. It's been extremely busy today, but I did get to watch most of the first half and the entire fourth quarter. A win's a win. We needed it today. We got a lot of help, but you know what? Not every game's going to be pretty. Not every game's going to be easy. That was still a good football team we played out there. I think I heard Stank said earlier, that's still Davin Cook over there. You got to respect the man. He's been running on everybody this year. We're missing the best nose tackle in the NFL, Vita Vea. We've noticed that on our run defense this year. It's been a big problem not having him. There were still some concerns. We did get a little bit of help on Mr. Bailey's missed kicks today. That really did help us. That looked like our field goal kick in the last 10 years. You can tell we got Mr. Ryan Suckup. I know this is not a Ryan Suckup podcast.
Who's that?
This is a Bucs podcast. First of all, this is a Bucs podcast. This is a Bucs podcast, and we support the kickers that make their kicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to speak bad about other kickers we've had in the past, but the man got his job done. They didn't do it on their side. Just an efficient game. We needed to get the win after the bye. It didn't look pretty in a lot of ways. The big question I want to have for you guys is, I know the time of possession was going to be on their side because they were really going to force the run because Kirk Cousins is going to shit and piss down his leg because he ain't got shit. But what do you guys feel about the amount of plays that Minnesota was able to do, the time of possession that they had? Does that concern you guys going forward on the playoff run?
I don't think we're going to face another rushing attack like this in the playoffs.
Not everybody has a Dalvin Cook, so
that's what Minnesota does. They play keep away. They're going to slow play it, run it down your throat, and kill and burn clock. That's exactly. They executed that part of their game plan exactly the way they needed to. They just couldn't finish.
Other things important, like being able to get teams off the field and starting slowly, and having a young secondary that looks great one week and looks terrible the next, and having a pass rush that's inconsistent, and sometimes they look great and sometimes they don't. Those things definitely concern me, but I like being 8-5. I like talking about playoffs. I like considering that we take care of our business. Our destiny is in our own hands, and we could walk into the playoffs fairly fucking healthy, with hopefully some momentum. But I love to see more consistency. I love to see the self, the mistakes that we beat ourselves. I'd love to see that end at some point.
Yeah. What facing a team like the Vikings with, like you said, Gene, Dalvin Cook, their game plan is to go into every game and run the ball, force it down your throat, and you either stop them or you don't. And once they establish it, they're going to basically play keep away, like Papi Latte said. And I think it was key that we were able to score before the half 2 times, and then also get the ball coming out of halftime, because at that point, you put that other touchdown on that we did, it was like, we have to take you out of that game plan. You have to abandon the run. You can't go on these fucking rushing attacks against us, no matter how consistent you are with it. Now you have to throw the ball, and that kind of played into the Bucs defense's hands a little bit. We kind of started to get after Kirk. If we have Vita Vea in this game, I think we come away with even more sacks. I mean, we had 6 without Vita Vea, and Sue, big girl, played out of his fucking mind, dude.
He was great.
Played out of his mind.
The problem with not having Vita Vea is the guards in the center. They're able to get up to the second level and wash out Devontae David and Devin White. You got Vita Vea in there, and that doesn't happen, and then they can run and hit. And that, you saw it. I mean, did you hear Devin White's name all game? Did you hear Levante Davis' name all game? You didn't, because they were busy. They were busy getting their asses handed to them, because that's what the Vikings do really fucking well. They know what their formula is to win. I don't think they have the talent yet, but they're a well-coached team. They do what they fucking do. A lot of teams have a problem handling them, and I'm just glad that we got hot when we did. That Tom came out with some angry throws. After that second drive killing fucking mistake that he made, and we were able to catch that momentum and get back on top.
Absolutely.
And also, Vea's going to take up 2 or 3 guys as well. That makes a huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, man, great fucking call. Find me on Facebook or on Twitter, or the Loose Cannons page on Twitter. Send me a DM. You're going to be our first winner for today. It was a good call. It was a great call. Great questions. So
find me on MySpace.
Yeah. Find me on MySpace. Send me a message on there. I was gonna listen before I go to the next caller. I gotta admit something. All right, I gotta come clean. Around halftime, I started talking shit about that stupid chant that the Vikings have, that skull nonsense, skull, whatever the fuck it's called. And I talked a lot of shit. And Derek on Twitter kindly told me, reminded me that the last time anyone talked shit about that chant was Sean Payton, and he ended up losing in the playoffs with that Minneapolis Miracle. And he forced me to apologize, and I took it back. I had to take it back. So I take full credit for the Vikings even making a semi-comeback in this game. I'm very sorry. It was all on me. It wasn't the defense. It was all my fault. It'll never happen again. I will never talk shit about another team's chant at halftime unless we're up by like 40 points. Then fuck all that shit. Yeah, and fuck Sean Payton.
Punchable, stupid fucking face.
Don't ever put that man in my Twitter.
Mr. Pucker Lips himself,
Corey.
He wants to kiss somebody. Why is that?
You keep chatting in here, Corey, talking about you don't have time to call because you got to go home and eat some dinner, some chicken nuggets or whatever the fuck it is. Call the goddamn show, bro. You talking a lot of shit in the goddamn chat. Call the fucking show. Talk your shit with us.
Absolutely.
Jay Elmore says look him up on Chatterbait. Go ahead, Jay. Drop the link, bro. We'll check you out right now, right here on the live stream.
I think this next call might be our friend Corey.
He's gonna talk some shit. Fuck.
All right. Not that Corey. We'll go to 770. Yeah, 770. Welcome to the Loose Cannons. What's up?
What up? This is Corey from Nashville.
Corey.
What up, man?
Hey, this is the Corey we want.
This is the good Corey. This is the Corey we like.
Yes, I think I'm COREY. So I'm
not the evil Corey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, first off, congrats to you guys, man. Y'all went from Rojo to Vita. That's pretty dope. That's big time shit.
Thank you.
So,
sir.
congrats to y'all being able to get those 2 stars on your show. That was awesome to see that. So, the game today, I'll just give you some quick knocks on me. So, I didn't get to call in after the Chiefs game, but a positive from that game that I have been mentioning all over my boards is the front four. The front four was really good that game. And I was encouraged going forward with the front four. And today they didn't let me down. 6 sacks, very impressive. I really thought the defensive game plan was more of a shell defense, like a bend, don't break. That's why there were some run gaps there because they relied heavily on the front four to get the stops on the run. Because Minnesota if you allow them to if you change up your gap control on the runs, they hit you over the top with the play actions. But as you saw, Thielen and Jefferson were a non-factor because we just were like, fuck it, we just gonna stop the run up front and we're gonna live with the results. And they did a pretty good job. I mean, he had 100. They had Dalvin had 102. You know, he still gave me 20 in my fantasy, which I had a bye week, so it doesn't matter because I'm the number 1 seed because I'm the GOAT.
Oh,
but anyway, I digress.
This is a humble podcast, Corey. Let's keep humility here, right?
Man, hey, listen, man, it's almost the end of 2020. We about to make it. I don't know how much humble I can be, man. I got 2 more weeks in this crazy ass Jumanji year. So I'm excited. My team is playing meaningful football in December. Jalen Hurts is working the Saints. I'm feeling good right now. So, offensively, of course, there's some things. Look, I was encouraged. A, no turnovers. Okay. B, we connected on a deep ball for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you have to take the positives in stride, man. People think, oh man, we got Tom Brady, we this, we that. No, man, Tom Brady needed us a lot like we needed him, man. It's a partnership. It's a team. We have to play well as a team and stop depending on our quarterback to be like, well, if he plays well, we win. If he doesn't, we lose. Nah, just let him go out there, play mistake-free football, hit the deep ball when it's there, and let's go win a football game. I think going forward,
Tom Brady needed us as much as we needed him. I like that.
That's very accurate too.
I think he might be onto something there.
Yeah, I feel like Sammer should hit us with a DJ Khaled. I like that.
Hey, I like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, we were going out there. You know, man, we gotta stay humble, stay hungry, stay blessed. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. And you know what? In the W column, another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Normally this would be a draft calling show this time of year. It's December the 13th.
I know.
I have not looked at one mock draft. I haven't looked at one mock draft. It feels very strange.
I agree.
I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on right now. It's very strange for me. It's weird. By the way, with this victory, I believe in some of you math people out there, you people are going to probably correct me and call me stupid, but I think we increased to it's either 92 or 95% chance to hit the playoffs now after this victory.
Yeah.
So it feels very weird.
I don't give a fuck.
Very weird.
Keep winning, bro.
Thank you for calling in, Corey. Thank you for calling in.
Hell yeah,
Corey.
Thank you for
always
Corey.
Good stuff. Always.
Get a camera so you can call in. We can see your beautiful face.
Yeah, it's just if you look at this, the Bucs are 8-5. The Cardinals, with their win, are 7-6. I think the Bucs, again, they control their own destiny, and as long as they can continue to win, I mean, who knows? They may even jump up in seeds because we've seen how Seattle's defense is pretty suspect.
Seattle's working the shit out of the
Newsflash, the Eagles are putting it on the Saints right now. 17-0.
They are.
Woo!
17-0, boy.
I mean, that's what happens when you play a tight end at quarterback. Eventually, people figure out how to stop you, right?
But don't they have that one dude?
Hey, Gene.
No.
Yeah.
You're old school like me. How? I mean, everybody who's listening to this podcast, everybody who's on this podcast rather, knows the way Buck luck works and the way like weird Buck fucking karma just comes back. Our season is gonna come down to beating Raheem Morris and Dirk Cutter.
Yeah.
Twice. What other franchise has that kind of shit happen to them? Like we have to beat them to really stay in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't matter because we're in 2020, and 2020 is the bizarro world right now, right? So we're in bizarro year. So anything that would happen usually to the Bucs, we'd be 5-8 right now.
Yeah, we should be.
Yeah, so we're in bizarro world. So we're getting the total opposite. So anything that we listen, the other teams are missing kicks, right? The players leaving our squad are playing badly for other teams. All of the things that would usually happen against us are not happening. We're getting calls. We're getting a fucking pass interference call against a tight end in the fucking end zone before halftime, giving us an untimed play or a down on the 1 fucking yard line. That's the shit that happened to us.
Right. Yeah, that always happened to us.
That's right, man. That means
it is crazy. I mean, you've got a team with no name that's in the number 4 seed for the playoffs. They have no name, and they're anonymous.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man.
I hate fantasy football.
Listen,
you know what? I'm thinking about not playing next year.
I'm not. I'm going back in retirement.
I just died a little bit inside because I decided to be smart, Mr. Smarty Pants. I'm not going to start Miles Sanders against the Saints. Fucking bad. He hasn't been doing shit, and they're getting just trying Jalen Hurts, and he just popped off a fucking 60-yard touchdown, has 20 points. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. In the playoffs, it's cool.
Let's take another call.
Another call, bro.
We're gonna take. I believe it's Kevin. Stank, do me a favor. Toss out that number in the chat room one more time.
Right,
Kevin, you are on with the Loose Cannons. What's up, man?
How you doing, guys? So I haven't been watching up to this point. So what's the tenor been like? How are folks feeling?
Great. We're 8-5. We're talking playoffs. Yeah, man.
We're not talking.
8-5. So no one's complaining about Brady's still not doing well. No one's bitching and moaning.
Nobody's complaining. We're going to talk about the struggles, but we're 8-5. The vibe right now is good. Kevin, how are you, brother?
How are you?
I'm good. I want to talk about football though, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can we talk about football?
Yes. I'm glad to hear your voice. I'm glad to hear your voice.
Yes. Wide ass open. I mean, I'm sorry, but Chris Godwin in that first quarter, wide the fuck open. And then they showed the replay. The only one more open was Mike Evans streaking down the sidelines with his hand in the air.
That was Scotty Miller, actually.
Oh, Scotty Miller. No.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller was the one on the post down the middle of the field.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Godwin throw. That was Scotty Miller.
But yeah, the Godwin throw, and then the same thing happened when he split the two when he split Godwin and Evans earlier in the game.
What about the Rojo missed throw? Oh my God.
Yes, I know. I mean, that's why. So they're gonna look back and they're gonna figure out what's happening, and it's just timing. I don't think it's athleticism. It's not him worrying about getting hit. It's just timing and figuring shit out.
Kevin, Tom Brady is going to give himself at least 100 lashes for missing that. You know he's that weirdo that he's going to punish himself in some weird way, right?
He's gonna look like the dude from fucking Da Vinci Code, like fucking retrieved,
exactly.
Flagellating himself.
Yeah, we already know that he has some kind of weird fucking spiritual ritual.
Exactly. Giselle's going to give the kids the noise canceling headphones and say, "Listen, guys, you got 90 minutes of iPad time. Don't bother Daddy."
Yeah, bro. Definitely.
Okay, I know that because that was kind of hurtful. And my friends and I had a joke back from the late '90s when during the Dilfer era, we would always make fun of the other fans in the stands who would scream, "Put Zaire in!"
Listen, bro, if he had one or two more series like that, Blaine Gabbert's name was.
You were gonna hear "Put Gabbert in."
Hey, bro, let them thighs out.
Yeah, you were gonna hear.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, fucking fantastic. Okay, so that's the negative. They'll figure that shit out. They got 3 tune-up games. All right, they got the Ghost of Bucs pass next week. All right, so fuck both of those guys. I don't care. Because there's going to be the bullshit media narrative entering the team. 2 former Tampa Bay Bucs coaches now face off against their old team, looking for vengeance. Those motherfuckers are looking for jobs. They're not going to fuck about vengeance. They want to be employed. So shut the fuck up. Anyway, so did Atlanta win today?
All right.
Atlanta was playing.
You got any more positives for me, Kevin? Before I go on to the next caller.
Beyond that, I thought they played exceptionally well against a very good team that wanted to win. And anyone who says, the only reason they won is because the kicker lost, because the kicker fucked up. No, even if the kicker made every one of those kicks, they still would have won 10 points. And if the kicker had made every one of those kicks, maybe the game would have played out differently, so shut the fuck up, all right? They're moving the ball well. They played really, really well. Honestly, like the defense stepped up. They showed something against a very good offense. So it's a great win overall. Also, any injuries that I missed? Anything coming out of the post game? None of note.
Nope.
Nothing serious. No.
Dan Bailey tore his vagina. That was the only injury I saw in that entire game.
Who was it again?
Tom Brady tore his vagina.
Oh,
No,
Dan Bailey.
Dan Bailey.
Oh, Dan Bailey. Oh, Dan Bailey tore his
He's
vagina.
out of the league. It's weird. They mentioned it.
Dan Bailey's on suicide watch.
Yeah,
that motherfucker gonna get 51-50.
He's got to find his own way home tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's walking.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not on the team plane. I'm guaranteeing.
I'm glad he called in, dude.
Wait, did you guys mute me? Am I done? Is my time with you guys up?
I was gonna say thank you for calling, Kevin, because I do have another caller just waiting. So I was gonna
give us your party.
All right, guys. I love you, dude. What's that?
So give us your party.
Love
you too, bro. Love you too.
Yeah.
I want to end. All right, my parting gift is for the rest of the season: win the next two, lock in a playoff seeding, and then who gives a shit about the last game? Who cares? That'll be a preseason game. That'll be locked into the 5th or 6th seed. All right, I just want them to win the next two against clearly inferior teams. Go out there, fix your shit, get right. You got a couple get right games, and then a fucking week 17 preseason game before the playoffs. Just get right over the next 2 weeks. Clearly inferior teams. They should beat them. They should handle them mightily. Fuck the ghost of Bucs past. I don't want to hear any fucking Scrooge McDuck bullshit. Fuck that. No, just go out there and win. Finish it up. 10-6. Go into the playoffs and let's see what happens.
Love
Victory.
That's my
everyone.
That's my positive thought.
Sauced up chicken wings and blue cheese. Great call.
Yes, sir.
Great call, Kevin.
Great call, Kevin. If you
I
want
love you guys.
I don't know if you can eat hot sauce with your vegan diet, but I'm gonna give you the second hot sauce.
Hot sauce is vegan as
That's
fuck.
what you think hot sauce comes from. What do you think? Somebody squeezing a cow into a fucking Tabasco bottle, bitch? No,
Yup,
hot sauce
okay.
comes from plants, goddammit. Peppers.
Whoa! You want me to not choose you?
Kevin.
Breathe, Kevin. Great
I
call.
loved
Up to that point, when you lost it and fucking went nuts on cows and hot sauce, I don't know, man. Holy shit.
I'm giving him an award for that how he ended that sauce. That sauce. That's called.
that sauce, apparently. Yep.
So Corey mentioned a tweet by Jordan Whitehead that has since been deleted, but he was able to screenshot it. Take it as you may. His tweet was, "It's a shady business, man," and then deleted it right after the game. I initially take it as Shady McCoy, but like it's a shady, he did great, but I don't know why he would delete it, which makes me go, did he get benched or anything?
Maybe he's watching another game and he's talking about Carson Wentz.
I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah, you never know.
Interesting.
We'll take our next phone call. 508. Welcome to the Loose Cannons.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
William Muhammad calling today.
William Hung, what?
What's going on, man?
Everything gotta be soft and wet. I say it once, I say it twice, I say it 3 times. Gotta be soft and wet.
Blue cheese, right? Or shit?
Nah, no blue cheese. No blue cheese.
Oh, so you did.
I mean, dry rub sounds like bad negotiation with a stripper. I mean, I ain't gonna give you this WAP, but I'll give you some dry rub. Come on out back and I'll get these welding gloves on.
Because you never had good dry rub.
No, there's nothing good about anything dry rubbing anything. Go ahead with your take, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just wanted to toss that out there. I'm good, man.
That's it.
I ain't gonna sit here and make no commentary on the game, man. I'll let you guys stick with the commentary, man. They looked up and down defensively. Zebras gave us a lot of breaks.
I like it, bro. This guy's straight. He called in to talk football. He called in to give his wing preference and get the fuck out. And I'm all for
I think he gave a statement and then he just started watching the game in the background. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, yeah, I'm done. Y'all, hey, I'm gonna let you guys talk about football. I'm here to talk about wing preferences only, and that's okay.
He's a big fan too, man. He's all over Twitter. He's a big fan. I know it's William Muhammad, I think. Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, William.
All right, man.
All right,
yeah,
man.
great call. I don't know. I don't agree with his blue cheese hate, but
Yeah, can't give it that. I'm
Gene,
on board.
hey, Gene, we've never asked you, man. What's your wing preference and what's your dipping sauce? Like, what are your answers to that question?
It is blue cheese. It is blue cheese,
Okay.
and it is wet. I do have to go with wet.
Yeah. Okay. So we made a good decision inviting you on this show. Okay.
I'm so outnumbered right now.
Whop wings.
I think we got.
If you're not like wiping your hands off when you're eating wings, I mean,
I like Gap wings.
If you're not ignoring every phone call and text message while you're eating wings, you're not eating in the right fucking way.
Wait, go back to steak. What?
Dap me up with that dry ass poultry, baby.
Like dap wings. What the?
Dap it up. If you agree with me, give me a little fist bump in the chat. Dap
nobody likes dry ass fucking wings, bro.
No,
you bite into it and the bone like disintegrates and shit.
I love that.
No.
Then you eat the bone. You crunch on that bone.
Listen, I think the next caller.
You cut up the roof of your mouth because it's so dry.
Thank
You
you.
got a bitch ass roof of your mouth.
You gotta constantly. You gotta drink a gallon of water just so you can swallow the fucking shit. Fuck all that. Listen, the next caller.
My mouth's like an inside of a turtle shell.
Next caller.
Dry wing. You know what a dry wing is like?
From across
dry
the
wing
pond.
is like the fucking turkey in Christmas Vacation. That's what a dry wing looks like.
Thank you. Yes, that's so fucking accurate, dude.
Dry as fuck, bro.
Yeah, and like you just bite into it and it just lets off a bunch of dust.
You remember he's dipping it in the water like.
Yeah. Listen, our next call I think comes in from across the pond. It's got like 60 million digits. The area code is 144113. That doesn't even make any sense. We're gonna go to somebody in Dubai. Who knows? What's up? Welcome to the Loose Cannons.
What's up, Prince?
Hello, this is Thomas from the UK, aka 3-Player Politics. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What up, bloody cunt? Wait,
How's it going? Listen, I'm going to be brief. I've stated it before. I still have not had wet wings. I still love blue cheese, so I still get 50% points, half points, whatever. There is one thing I want to say. There's been a lot of debate about the Week 13 bye week. We now know one thing that Week 13 bye week is definitely good for, something we haven't seen all season right up until this game, and we got it this game. We saw Gronk get in that end zone, get a touchdown, and do a full-fledged Gronk spike. It wasn't any of this left-handed, rubbish. It wasn't any of this. Oh, I'm not doing Gronk spikes properly because I'm too weak. It wasn't any of this like a week or two ago when he like threw it to someone else to do a celebration with the ball. No, like he got into it. He threw his whole back into it. He leant right over, slam it into the ground, powers off into the stands. That's what we want to see. So if nothing else, Week 13 bye week has given us a Gronk who's able to catch a touchdown and then do a proper Gronk spike, and for that I'm thankful.
I feel like you want to curse. Just let it loose, bro. You're amazing.
No. I'm very emphatic, but I don't actually swear. So I'm afraid I'm not the sort of person to swear.
You bring the IQ of this podcast way the fuck up. Just by talking on here,
I feel smarter.
Yeah, I feel like I need to take these glasses off and actually put on like some sort of spectacles to make my
a top hat. Monocle
or a top hat. Yeah.
Oh well, no. I'm joining now. I've got my victory shades on. I'm the same as you.
Okay. And it's like nighttime over there. Victory shades at night. I fucking love it. And you know what else I love? You fucking broke down a Gronk spike for us, like a celebration breakdown.
Proper one.
Fucking amazing. And you know why he did that? You know why Gronk did that? Because Gronk knows it's the fucking stretch run. This is when the games matter the most. You got to bring your A game from warm-ups to fucking celebrations to walking off the field like a fucking champion. He knows what it takes. He knows what kind of spike you need to get to the playoffs, and that's what we saw today. Fucking great.
Yep.
And listen, man, you need to get your ass over to America and have some fucking wet wings because you'll never have a dry piece of chicken ever again.
Gene.
Uh-oh. Gene just matrixed out.
Buck, what you heard?
Oh, no. He's gone.
Oh, wow. Podcast is breaking apart under the impact of that Gronk spike. It's too much. It's too much.
Too much, bro.
This is the tsunami coming after the spike that just took us all out.
Thank you for the call, man.
All right, well, I don't know. I'll let you work out whatever the heck that is, Sam. I don't want you looking at three things at once. But love you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you calling in, definitely. Every time, man. Appreciate you.
3-player. I love you, bro.
He's a good caller,
awesome.
man. Gino is back. Come on, Gene.
He's back?
He's back.
Come on, Gene.
He's coming.
Come on, Gene. I hope it doesn't change. I hope it doesn't change the
Nope, there we
layout
go.
for you.
Welcome back, Gene. I don't know what happened. Did you have to take a poop or
No,
piss?
internet crashed.
Oh, no.
Damn. Pay your bill, bro. Stop stealing the shit from
I know, man. I didn't quit bootlegging it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Just go give your neighbor an extra 5. Let him give you some more bandwidth.
Quick, bro.
Huh?
Hero. He said, "Did you take a poop?"
No, man. I wish I ate. I wish you could move that fast. I mean,
yeah, no, bro.
I don't know. I can't see what you're sitting on. You might be one of those guys that's thinking 27-7 here and sitting on a toilet office chair, right? You never fucking know. We got another call though.
Good idea.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about it. I got a bucket right here next to me. I'm never getting off this camera during the live show.
You might be able to patent that.
The shitter office chair.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that half the people that are watching this show right now are on the toilet.
There we go. That's what I want. That's what we do.
At least half.
We are creating
at least a handful.
We are creating toilet seat content, bro.
That's what we do.
A lot of people are going to work. A lot of people are going to work from home now. Moving forward.
Yeah.
So you might as well have a toilet where you sit.
Exactly. That's right. You're on a conference call.
It boosts production. You don't stop working.
Have you ever seen that bed that has like everything attached to it? There's like a recliner attached to it, a fucking refrigerator.
What the fuck? I don't want
that. Microwave
the bed, bro.
It's how to become 500 pounds. Yep. It's called the 500-pound bed.
We're all gonna end up being like the people.
You don't like a homeboy from Dodgeball, fucking Chuck Norris.
And it has like this machine next to you that just makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every 2 hours on its own. It just cranks them out. Ridiculous.
Got a phone with all your favorite wing spots on speed dial. Just
boop. It just automatically orders Uber Eats for you just on its own every 4 hours. It's like he must be hungry. He's been moving around a little bit. Let's slow him down. Let's go to the next phone call. 772. What's up? You're on with the Loose Cannons. Turn down.
Yo, what
radio.
up, boys?
What's up?
What up, man? My wings are wet. I dip it in blue cheese.
Smart man.
Perfect.
Every time.
Every time.
Yo, this was a big game for me because one of my best friends is a Vikings fan, and on top of that, he dips his wing in ranch. So,
idiot, fucking idiot.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we better win this game. Yeah, we better win this game.
Did you make a bet with him that next time you eat wings, he's got to eat them with blue cheese if the Bucs won? No, I hope you did it.
That's a good idea, but we bet a 6-pack, so he owes me a 6-pack now.
Oh, I like it.
What's your beer preference? Are you beer snob, or you just doesn't really matter what you drink?
No. I'm not a snob. I like a little bit of everything. My go-to is Heineken, but I'll drink IPAs, stuff like that. Like,
I know that Gene is a beer aficionado. Gene.
Yeah, I do.
A little bit of everything.
What'd you think of this game, bro? Give us your Buck take.
Bro, honestly, I was like worried at first because they were driving down the field with the ease. I mean, thank God they missed a couple kicks here and there, but they were just moving the ball right down the field, and we couldn't really do nothing. But, we sacked him 6 times. Like, when it really counted, that's when we stepped up and made a play. Like, JPP he stripped him and then, like, got not the interception, the fumble recovery in the same play. Like, that was insane.
Yeah, and Zach Barrett, man, he stepped up a lot. He had a couple of near sack fumbles that we just couldn't get our hands on, but defense played well, I think.
Can we all take a moment?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna see chicken wings on a Rolls Royce at some point this week.
It needs to happen.
From a 7-Eleven. That's just.
It needs to happen.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
That's what I said.
Every time he gets a sack, he does it.
That's the celebration.
Like, honestly, bro, like, if you told me, like, before this game, like, who needs to step up for us to have a good game, I would have told you Scotty Miller. Like, no joke.
Scotty Miller was out there more than we've seen him out there in the last few weeks, mainly since we signed AB. I saw AB out there. AB made a couple of, clutch catches. I think he got a first down one time. I was unhappy that he went out of bounds, but whatever. Clock still, started rolling when they spotted the ball after that. But Scotty Miller getting out there, the guy who has the most chemistry with 6-time, you got to keep him out there. You got to get him a chance. You got to just take those shots with him. They seem to have it down better than any of the other wide receivers. So I don't see why we don't just keep him in there. And I think the Bucs, we talked a little bit about that identity. I think Gene mentioned that, or no, Poppy mentioned it. I think the identity is to, try to get Rojo going and then just pick the teams apart, man. It's not that difficult, and I think think Byron might finally be understanding that, and Tom's maybe helping him with that. But I liked what the offense did after those first couple of drives. They settled down. They looked confident. They looked comfortable. Tom looked comfortable, and Tristan Wirfs. What can we say about that kid, dude?
Monster.
Am I tripping, or did BA have a play card in front of him this game? And
He did.
He hasn't recently.
He did. I noticed it first thing.
And guys, think about this. Mike Evans ended up with 56 yards. AB ended up with 49. Scotty Miller, one play, 48 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And the momentum. That
was the momentum bringer.
Took the lead and the momentum, and it gave this team some fucking juice. And even the defense seemed to have a little more energy afterwards. Although, in the second half, they gave up some plays here and there. Obviously, I was hoping that they were going to hold the Vikings to 3 on that last Vikings touchdown drive, but shit happens.
And shout out to Byron and Bruce. They've obviously been watching the show because they heard Poppy Latte screaming, "Feed Rojo, give Rojo the ball," and they said, "You know what, Fournette, we don't need you this game. We're gonna let Rojo take care of business."
Talk about that for a second.
So props.
I think what
to Poppy Latte.
I think what it is that they want in on the book that I'm writing. Keyshawn wrote his book, "Throw Me the Damn Ball." I told you guys I'm writing that book, "Give Rojo the Damn Ball." They want on it. They want a piece of the pie. That's fine. We can strike a deal. Hit me up. Get in my DMs. Anyways, has Rojo become the official angry runner of the NFL?
Has to be.
I think so.
Yeah.
Give that guy more carries to close out games. He was ready to be fed at the end of that game just to fucking churn some clock.
He almost busted that run right there before we started taking knees. And you know what? Let's talk about the fact that we've had, in the last 5 years, just the last 5 years, how many times have we been in victory formation, guys? Once?
In Raymond James Stadium or period?
In period, dude. I mean, this season alone, I think we've seen it 3 or 4 times. And I don't give a fuck. Like we said, the other team is an NFL team that came to play. The Vikings are not a bad team. They're on a roll. They ran the ball well.
They won 5 out of the last 6.
Yeah, they were on a roll.
They are still a playoff contender. They're like the number 8 seed, I think.
And we beat them, and we got a double-digit win against an NFL team, which is harder than fans want to admit. I don't care how good or bad the team is you're facing. And we got to put our knee down and walk out of that stadium. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. We're 8-5.
Another caller. Bring him in on the red cap. The red cap and plumbing fucking hotline, bro. It's hot.
There's no
hashtag Tampa Proud.
And that's crazy. 18 carries for 80 yards for Rojo today. That was
it was kind of quiet, right?
That was a sneaky 80 yards.
A sneaky 80. I didn't think he got 80. That's what's up.
He had a couple little, chunk ones here and there. Yeah. He almost busted a couple. What'd you guys think of the Bucs kicking that field goal before halftime at the 1-yard line? When you have the best sneaking quarterback in NFL history, you have the ability to maybe punch it in with any of the running backs you had. I mean, even if they were in shotgun, I understand taking the 3 points, but could you imagine the size of the sack and how much hype we would have had if they went for that fucking touchdown?
Because and there are teams out there that are in playoff contention that would have gone for it. The Saints would have gone for it. The Rams would have gone for it. There are just teams out there, and that's just how they're wired, and that's what they do.
Yeah, the fact that we got the ball in the second half, I think that was one of the main reasons they decided to
get the points, and we're getting the ball back.
The ball back with the a very commanding 11-point lead going into the half.
I think it's great. I think it's great coaching by BA. Personally, I don't want to use the word frail. That might be a bit extreme, but this team definitely struggles with its confidence. And I think if you don't come away with points there, if they do stop you, we're right back to square one in the first quarter. We're reaching for momentum.
Fragile.
Just take the fucking points and go to the half. And like Snake said, you get the ball coming out in the second half. Don't fuck with it. We had the momentum. Don't fuck with it. Just take the points and go.
Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong answer there. I wouldn't have been mad if they went for it and didn't get it because, again, you get the ball second half. Kind of still have momentum. I think it's one of those things where their field goal kicker's missing kicks. Just go out there, hit an easy kick, go into halftime, just keep padding that lead. What's more important, I think, or more maybe eye-opening is how many times have we seen this team with Bruce Arians and even with Dirk Cutter going back then, have them go into halftime with 3 timeouts or 2 timeouts. The drive before the Bucs got the ball back for that, weird Hail Mary / field goal at the end we were calling timeout. We were making the Vikings go out there and run plays as opposed to just accepting the lead that we had. And I like that shit got me fucking excited. I was like, fuck yeah. That's how you fucking butter my biscuit, Bruce. I fucking loved it. Calling timeouts, trying to get the ball back. That's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it.
Oh, the fucking phone. Hold on. What we've done about like almost 200 episodes together, some shit like that. I didn't know you were into butter in your biscuit. Hold it. What?
Who isn't, bro?
You like your biscuit buttered?
I love my biscuit buttered. Always. Real slow.
Listen, me and Stank went to dinner last night and we spoke about small men massaging our feet, and I can't wait. I made an appointment. Stank?
Say Asian.
Would you? You're allowed to say that?
Korean men specifically.
Small Korean men here in Tampa that massage your feet and straddle you. I can't wait.
Fully
I can't wait.
They ride you like a horse.
Can you elaborate, Stank, please? Because you've actually experienced that. I haven't.
I mean,
Gina's like, what the fuck is going on? Welcome to Loose Cannons, Gene.
Listen,
what is it all about, man?
A mature Korean man work the stress out of your feet. You really haven't lived. And I can't stress this enough to people who are watching right now. And there's hundreds of people watching right now. Go get your feet touched by a Korean man. Find yourself a nice foot massage place and treat yourself. That's all I'm saying. You'll thank me later. I want you to just DM me, find me on Twitter and be like, you know what, Stank? You're right, dude. Korean men and feet, peanut butter and jelly.
You know, I had a good friend of mine tell me a couple of weeks ago, which is very ironic you guys bring this up. He told me, listen, you've never fully released the stress in your body or actually experienced relaxation until you've gotten a foot massage from somebody who knows how to give you a foot massage. So he even gave me like a fucking gift card for a free foot massage at one of his friends' foot massage places. What the fuck you want to call
Establishments.
them? Establishments, right? So I haven't gone in because I'm not a big fan of people touching my feet. But
you got it.
I've heard from too many people that that's just the way to go. And this podcast is not about feet, and this is very odd. And Gene, it's unfortunate that you have to experience this, but it is about baby oil.
He said what it's all about. This is what it's all about. He said he's loving it.
It is about baby oil, and you know what? I'm going to toot my own horn here a little bit. We're going to toot our own horn here. How fucking cool was it that we got Mr. Beck's 2020 to hang out with us? How fucking cool was that?
Wait,
amazing.
For those who watch the Vita Vea podcast, if you haven't yet, go back and watch it and look at the 2 minutes leading up to the discussion of baby oil. I wanted to die. Up and run. Because
so cringy.
Sammer was like, all right, listen, we're gonna do it. And I'm like,
don't do it.
He's gonna fucking do it. He's gonna ask Vita Vea the baby oil question.
No,
and then
I wasn't.
He proceeds to tell my secret or my story of how the whole baby oil thing.
I'm in love with Noah Spence.
Yeah, how Noah Spence's abs and baby oil, and Vita thought it was funny.
No, he didn't think it was funny. Vita said, "Hey, that's lit."
He said it was lit.
Lit. Y'all are fucking funny. Hey, but listen, podcasting, like Matthew McConaughey. Well, Wolf of Wall Street, high frequency, high numbers. You got to go get your feet massaged. Go do it. Anyways, moving on to the next caller.
Do you get pedicures too? I mean,
right. I'm a fucking barber. I'm on my feet fucking 12 hours a day. I get pedicures every 2 weeks.
Thank you. Exactly. You only get one set of feet in your life.
Gene, we are very pretty men. I mean, aside from, how smart we are and ridiculously good at our, respective crafts, we are fucking pretty men.
Hey, and Michelle makes a good point. Vita's reaction after he found out that Snake has had sex since Tom Brady signed here, he's like, damn. He's like, hey, Michelle, do you remember what he said? We'll do it one more time for the Super Bowl, bro. One more time. Come on.
Vita was encouraging me to make another pact and give up another year of sex. That's what our starting first round draft pick defensive tackle advised me to do, and I may just take him up on that.
You know what it is, man. I think he was challenging your fandom, and then also in the same moment he was realizing just how fucking bucking idiotic you are for this fucking team, right? All of us, basically. Yeah, there it is. There's his t-shirt. Speaks fucking volumes. That was probably my favorite moment of that show. And I can see you guys. You guys were panicked like motherfuckers. You guys, your eyes were so panicked. You're like, holy shit. He's going to ask him which player he's going to cover in baby oil. And I'm like, chill the fuck out, guys. I'm cool. I got this.
Gene, there's a personal relationship there with my business partner. He cuts his hair, so I'm like sweating. I'm like, please don't ask that fucking question, because this dude will go back to the barbershop, tell all the barbers, and I will never hear the fucking end of it. Like, bitch, you asked Vita Vea what?
You would have to face Vita face to face and answer for it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to tell him
the big girl story. How Sue got the big girl story. That was amazing.
Yeah. For those of you who have not watched it, after we get off here, go hit play on that show. It's we talk a little bit about the actual season and what he thinks going forward, but we also give you a chance to kind of get to know him. Obviously, Poppy knows him a little bit more than the rest of us, but it was definitely cool. It was definitely fun. We're gonna go to 7 to 7. I think I know who this might be, but you're on with the Loose Cannons on the Red Cat Plumbing and Air Hotline. What's up?
Better not be fucking Evan Winter.
Better not be.
No, it's not Evan Winter.
No, it's not Evan Winter. Can you hear me?
What's up?
Is this Ren?
I think it's Ren.
It is. It
is. Fuck yes, Ren. What's
up,
bro?
Ren? Give us your breakdown, Ren.
Break, Sammer. Sammer, go take a break.
No. Yeah, leave, Sammer. Leave the room.
Leave the fucking room.
Come on, Ren. Give us your breakdown. Give us your thoughts on this game. Negative, positive, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I think the thing that I am taking most out of this game right now is that everything that we've sort of been complaining about, to preset motion, to giving Rojo the ball 20 touches, to having a good defensive game plan coming out of the gate, to the offense looking grab baggy and everything looking so hard, to play action. I think like everything we saw, at least steps taking forward to that. Like the obvious defensive game plan was play cover 2, keep them in front of us, and then whatever else is left, that's what we're going to have to use to stop Dalvin Cook. Now, if that means you're going to have to give up 100 yards, 120 yards, that's what it's going to mean. But a team that's only had 5-6 wins through 13 weeks, like they're not good enough to drive the ball down the field at 5-6 yards at a time, to put up 31 points on you. And with their defense, I just thought with their defense, we were able to score, do what we want. We got into that sort of that transition. I think we only had the ball like 5 times, or excuse me, like 7 times all game. That includes like the kneel down. So I thought the offense looked good. I thought the defense played well. That fire that they were doing last time the Vikings had the ball, as far as like swarming to the tackle and actually laying some wood on some guys. That's some stuff I'd like to see coming out of the gate. That they're still a little tentative on tackling, but all the stuff that we've been asking for and saying why for the past like 6, 7, 8 weeks, it looks like they did their self-scouting and they kind of agree with what everyone's been saying. And there were a lot of easier passes today, and not necessarily just going deep just to go deep. It looked like the reads went from middle deep instead of from deep in, and we're just a better team, and we did what we had to do. You can nitpick the run defense, you can nitpick on Sean Murphy bunting, you can nitpick on Devin White in zone coverage, but the team looked good when they had the ball. I think they scored over 50% of the time. So at this time of year, it's survive and advance. So that 5th playoff seed's still there. We can still get it.
Ren, I was going to ask you. I had a theory slightly when the news came out that Leonard Fournette was going to be deactivated for this game. As far as we know, a healthy
Thank
scratch.
God.
Right? A healthy scratch. And you know what it told me? It told me that somebody, either BA, Byron, I don't care who it is, somebody said, fuck it. We need to deactivate this guy just to remove the option, or don't tease. I don't want to even put this guy as an option on the table. Eliminate him. You don't have to think about him. Put Rojo in there and then sprinkle in a little bit of that Shady McCoy. He's good at catching the ball. He looked like he ran with a little bit more energy. What do you think of that? Do you think they did that just simply to remove that, the attraction factor that they have with that 28?
Well, that would be, I guess, the easiest and probably the nicest way to put it. I'd like to put it as in like he wasn't doing shit. Like if you got Keyshawn Vaughn who's supposed to be able to do everything that Fournette and Shady can do in the passing game, then why aren't you giving him reps? If they took these 2 weeks and really self-scouted and really took a hard look and said, who's our best backs to go out there, like Fournette had to go. He has just as many drops as Rojo with almost twice the passes to him. I mean, he wasn't doing anything. He was riding that late fourth quarter break through the line touchdown for like 6 games. I can name on one hand how many like plays where I was like, oh, okay, thank God we got Leonard Fournette. That's why we have him. Like 3-4 plays all year. And I've been calling for Vaughn too. It's like we got to see what he can do. If you keep telling me he's doing great in practice, well, let's see it. He got the ball one time today. Poor kid, got blown up. Wasn't his fault. But, at least he's out there. And if you want to make Shady the third down back to catch the ball, he can make some guys miss in space. I get it. I totally do. If you want to feed him the ball once, twice a game, so just the team, the defense respects a little bit that if Shady's in there, that means pass 100%. I get that too. I didn't really like coming out of the second half and having Shady McCoy being the starting back, but I'm okay with it because he did okay. They drove down and they ended up scoring on that drive. So, also, BA, I think, did we win the toss? Did we win the toss and defer?
We won the toss and we deferred, for which I am all in. I love that option.
I love that.
Love it.
It's the only way to get a free possession, and it happened. Yeah, we got lucky, with the PI, and I think it would have been nice to go for it, but if you don't make it, then all the momentum switches back to Minnesota, and they can go in the locker room and be like, hey, God, we couldn't have played any better and not have it show up on the scoreboard, but we stopped them on fourth down. Take the field goal because you're getting the ball again and the offense is starting to roll, and it happened. What happened? They kicked the field goal, got the ball again, kept the touchdown. They got 10 points without Minnesota ever touching the ball, and that's why you defer. You do it all the time. It's the only way to gain a possession. It's the only way.
Bill did it constantly, and Tom loved it because they would always try to score before halftime. And even if we didn't get that pass interference, we had already just scored before halftime anyway. So it was like an extra possession. I loved it. It was freaking great. And I know you got something to say, Poppy, but real quick on the Shady thing, real fast, one last little point. Did you notice when they had him in there, it looked like Tom was basically reading the defense and just handing him the ball out of shotgun? I think he had one run where he was actually behind Brady, but did that not look a lot like what they did a lot of the times in New England? That offense looked very similar on that drive where he gained basically all the yardage to get us down in that scoring play for Gronk. But that's it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, sidecar left, sidecar right. I think they would try to do it with Rojo, but that one time he fumbled, and we know how it goes with Rojo. Oh, you messed up? Well, I'll see you in next presidential election. That's the next time you get out on the field.
Damn. Ren, what did you think of the overall play calling? There was a lot of calls that I liked quite a bit. Specifically, I remember the one to Rojo where Brady airmailed it. I mean, if he throws that pass, a good accurate pass, he has one guy to miss in the open field, and he's making a miss. He's going in the end zone. I thought it was a great bounce back game in reference to play calling. What are your thoughts overall on the play calling?
It's real hard for me to sort of criticize the play calling. Now, I really think, and I think all Bucs fans who watched that Chiefs game really appreciated Tony Romo going. It's like everyone's been searching for the words. Like I've heard grab bag, disconjointed, doesn't look, it's just there's no flow. And Tony Romo, it's like none of these plays are easy, and everyone's like, that's it. None of these plays are easy, and I thought that they did that this game. It's 1st and 10. You run the ball with Rojo. It's 2nd and 8. I swear to God, where's the 50-yard pass to Antonio Brown? You expect it, or where's the deep pass to Mike Evans? But no, they throw a stick route to Antonio Brown where he gets both the corner and the safety to turn and run, stops it off, gets it, turns around, crosses the first down line, steps out of bounds. Nice and easy. Everybody has these plays. You just got to stay ahead of the sticks. So the team's on pace, I think. I'm not sure after this game, but they're on pace to be the highest scoring Bucs team in history. So from what even you can say last year with a lot of garbage time or coming from behind because the defense couldn't stand up, or you want to blame it on the quarterback because of all the turnovers early, whatever it is. And that's why we scored a lot of points that year. And the year before, we scored a lot of points too. And it's always sort of been this, play calling. But if you're gonna, set your franchise record that's been around 45 years for most points scored, you got to bring something more to the table than I don't like the play calling. Like, you have to prove it to me. I feel you, because it does feel disconjointed. Like Tony Romo said, it just doesn't seem like everything's so goddamn hard. Like, it was just so hard to get like a 6-yard, like every pass to the tight end over the middle has like 3 guys on it, and Tom Brady's got to put it an inch off the ground, and maybe the tight end gets his hands on it, has to make this miraculous catch. Like God, how about a tunnel screen on 3rd and 2? Like, Godwin, I don't think he's ever got negative yards. So I understand the frustration about play calling, but again, with putting up so many points, it's hard to point the finger at him. But then he has that press conference that he has this week, and he's like, I don't know why we don't do play action more. And it's like, are you calling the plays or not calling the plays?
I think the moment that is the moment Bruce Arians picked up the play card.
Yeah, he had the play card
to fucking have it in front of him, because he's like, excuse me?
Yeah. The one thing I did notice too was, they've used AB, in crossing routes. Again, they take too many shots earlier with him, but today you saw where it seemed as if, like you said, where Brady was looking down the field, and if it wasn't there, AB was already crossing across the field, and he was the safety valve, which is fucking beautiful. And he had other guys crossing in the opposite direction, or another guy crossing a little bit more shallow in the running back with Rojo. He had options to bail out of if he didn't see Mike Evans coming in on an in route or going down the sideline, whatever it was. And it looked like they had guys open by design. It looked comfortable. And it took a little bit of time to get to it. But when I started seeing, I'm like, oh, AB's open. He's got him. No problem. And he look, give it to AB. Look, give it back to AB. Like, they did that a couple of times. And I was like, shit, this looks very similar to what, some breakdown I saw earlier in the week of Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, where guys are just wide open. And you can call it sitting on your fucking couch who he's going to throw the ball to, because they make him get wide open. And that was how... that's how you should be using these guys. At that point, you make them figure out who they're going to try to guard, and you can just pick your poison. And I think they're starting to see that. And I know, I'm glad you brought that up, Stank, with the play sheet, because there's nothing in my mind that has any doubt that Bruce was more involved than usual today, because I don't remember seeing that play call sheet in front of him.
Well, back to what Ren said. I mean, when's the last time you actually saw this franchise period address things like on a bye week and make noticeable changes? And they did that. They did that. We saw motion pre-snap, whether, it's Tony Romo, whatever, but we did see some changes. I felt like there was a concerted effort. Obviously they eliminated a player from this offense. That's an enormous change. I've been calling for Shady McCoy to at least get another opportunity to be that 3rd down back, because he's clearly the best receiving running back we have on the team. He's one of the best receivers, period, that we have on this team. And that's what Brady's missing, because he's always had that outlet. And I get it. He's not the same Shady as he used to be. He's lost a step or two. Even the coach's son said it on our podcast. Shady's not what he used to be. We all get it, but he's still better in the passing game than any of the other running backs we have. Maybe he's not the protector that Fournette has, but stop, making decisions based on protection, and stop throwing Anthony Auclair the football.
Yes. And you know what I really enjoyed too, when we look at BA and some of the past coaches, and I know we talked about it a little bit, they were never willing to make adjustments. And this was a great point you guys made here, is that they went into the bye week and made adjustments and came out and it worked. And I think that's how you win games, when you're able to say, okay, this isn't working, let's go to something else. They did that, and it worked out for them.
Well, it wasn't just the elimination, like Stank said. It was also the addition, the reintroduction of Scotty Miller back into this offense.
Yes, sir.
That was the play of the game. That was the momentum that just opened up the floodgates. I mean, wide receiver 1. We've been saying it.
Wide receiver 1, bro. Listen. Brady's got a type.
He's got a type, bro.
He hasn't been allowed to have his love affair with Scotty, because AB stepped into the house. He kicked Giselle out the room. Him and AB are bunking together. Scotty's not allowed to come over anymore. You think AB let Scotty come in there?
Listen, we all know we're grown men. Ren, we're grown men. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
But you have a type, and if you could have your type, you prefer to have your fucking type.
Speaking of AB, did it look like he had his legs under him this week? I felt like he's got through those preseason reps. Like he looked quick today. He looked like AB today, and I think it's only a matter of time until
breakout game.
Yeah, exactly. Till he breaks something, until they hit him on something. Because if you're running, if you're playing him in that third wide receiver role consistently, like they're going to continue to do, and he's going up against the team's third best corner. It's just only a matter of time before he destroys a team. So that's coming.
Yeah, as fans, we feel like we're still holding our breath, right? We're still holding our breath. We're still this offense.
That's what Ren's saying though.
It's
like
still not there, and it's like
on pace to be the highest scoring Bucs team ever, and you still feel like
we're not even using.
We said it on Thursday on the Fan Friday show that everybody's complaining how bad Brady's playing. I've seen it in the chat. I've seen it in the chat, and I'm fucking tired of seeing it. Oh, well, wide receivers were open all over the fucking place. Jameis would have hit him. Yeah, well, you know what? They were running wide open last year too, and he would fucking turn the ball over a lot. So get over it. But we said it last week with Paige. For as bad and all the criticism that he's gotten, and he doesn't have the arm, by the way. Did you see that pass to Scotty? And he's done. He's shot. He's 43. He's over. He's going to retire. He's in Florida. For all the shit that people are talking, he's on pace for fucking 40 touchdowns and 14 picks and over 4,500 yards.
Is that good?
If that's his first year in BA's offense, I said it last week, I'm scared for the league what it's going to look like next year.
Shout out to Paige. Before the show, she showed us she had on her Scooter wide receiver 1 t-shirt, and we said, does this girl know something we don't know?
That I can't spill the beans.
She fucking did. She knew that Scotty was going to be out there. We were going to see Scooter. It was going to be Miller time. We should have known. We should have understood. And there it was. Paige broke the streak of being 0-2. She's not winless now. She's going to remain on our Fan Friday episodes. Shout out, Paige. We fucking love you.
I know you've been trying to get in to get another thought off. You want to get your thought off before we let you go?
Yeah, I got actually 4 things real quick. One, well, we'll see if it's quick. One, like 40 touchdowns, that's a franchise record. Like it is, even with how many touchdowns James threw last year. 2, if they want to treat Antonio Brown as other teams treat tight ends or running backs, I'm all here for it. You know why? Because he makes the first person. He doesn't always make a miss, but 8 times out of 10 he makes a miss, and he always gets extra yards, and he always falls forward. So if you throw a ball to Antonio Brown, no matter where he catches it, add at least 3 yards. So I'm here for that dump off all day long. Another thing, I keep hearing how great Tom Moore is. If Tom Moore's the best player caller on the goddamn team, how come he doesn't fucking call him plays? And third, I was so upset about the Byron Leftwich interview that I almost went live on YouTube. And the only person I knew on Twitter was Sammer. I almost called Sammer to join me to go YouTube and talk about that press conference.
Dude,
so you can imagine how pissed I was.
Listen,
how pissed I was.
Do you know how happy I would have been?
That would have been
a lot.
The birth of something incredible. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
I think so.
It would have been like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless.
It would have been perfect. Oh my God. You guys got to do it. You guys got to do it now. Randy, you guys got to do it.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. I don't think YouTube or Bucs Nation is ready for that type of an implosion to occur. I'm sorry. They're not.
Well, you never
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
No, you aren't.
Anyway,
so
almost made it. You almost made it, Sammer. Anyway, thanks for having me on. It's good to talk to you about the Bucs. Of course, Gene, good to see you. Poppy, great to see you. Stank, love you. I'll talk to you guys later.
Damn, good to see me, but Stank gets the love you. Damn, bro. Love you too.
Listen,
I didn't get anything, so don't feel too bad. I didn't get anything. And I was gonna tell him I'm gonna give him the third bottle of hot sauce.
I didn't even peep that. He didn't say anything to Sam.
He lumped me in with great talking to you guys. Love you, Gene. Poppy, I'll be over for dinner. Stank, I love you. Say hi to all the kids. Bye. And I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Take your medicine, Sam.
People don't know this, but Ren's actually my father.
Yeah, I could see it. Ren, appreciate
Yeah,
you.
I burst him at my third year of living.
You didn't.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, man.
Anyway, thanks, guys. I'm out of here.
Love you, Ren. Peace.
Thank you, Ren. Hey, great points by Ren.
Great fucking call.
If you guys don't know, he's one of my biggest fans on Twitter. He comments on everything I tweet. He's a huge fan of basically anything I touch. He thinks I have the Midas touch.
But
Gene
legit,
knows.
If you don't know, he's on a podcast called Pewtercast. Go show them some love too. We show love to all Buccaneer podcasts here, so it's all love.
Yeah,
especially Gene's and Buck. What you heard?
Absolutely,
Gene's the GOAT.
Yes.
Gene.
Before
everybody was like, I can start a podcast. I can start a YouTube channel. I've got
you guys. But you guys are taking it to the next level, though. I mean, this was ideal. This is where you want to get to. I mean, just what you guys are doing right now is just incredible.
But you're a part of that, Gene. You were the first ever guest on the Buccaneer Idiots podcast for a reason.
That's why I was.
I couldn't have one of these. I couldn't have them.
I had to go and get this shirt, and then you know what? I could have worn the Loose Cannons if I get invited on. I think the Loose Cannons. I'm wearing that one next.
All right. Well, now you are. It's official.
You're on the Loose
I love that. You know, and it's so funny.
We're on the Loose Cannons podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so funny. It is so funny when I wear it out. People are like, well, you know, there are now Bucs fans because of Tom Brady. Where'd you get that shirt? Oh, Loose Cannons podcast. Be sure to go check them out. And I've just 5 or 6 times I've had that conversation. And, you know, there have been a couple of people call me back. Hey, man, that's a great show. I know.
We're lucky to have all.
Do they ever comment on how beautiful one of the three of us might be? Just curiously asking.
I've never, it's never gotten to that. But it's just entertaining. Entertaining is the word I always hear. And I think that's the most important. That's the biggest compliment you could get is when your show is entertaining.
Hey, Gene, how do you feel about Shooter and Stash?
That guy. Did you? Okay, if I don't know if you guys have watched his video. He had me floating under the water next to Roberto Aguayo.
Oh my God!
And the blueprint of the Ray Stadium was floating down there with us too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least you made the video. I didn't even make the video. Yeah. No love for Poppy.
What video? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Gene, can you tell everyone where they can follow you and listen to your show and all of your guests? And you do good stuff too, man. We appreciate all the kind words, but you know, we don't have you on here because you're chopped liver, right?
I appreciate that. Like I said, I've arrived. You can find me on Buck What You Heard Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. I do have another show that I do with Christina Tampa Bay, BAE, on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Wednesday show, I will be having Scott Karasik from the USA Today, who reports on the Atlanta Falcons. We will be breaking down this upcoming game with the Atlanta Falcons. It should be a good show. He's the guy that actually told me about Ali Marpet at the Senior Bowl. So really knowledgeable about football. And, you know, I don't like the Atlanta Falcons. If I had to say there was a team I didn't like, it would be them. But he's knowledgeable and he's really good follow if you get a chance to. So be sure to check that out on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Appreciate it, man. That's good stuff. Man. And all of you guys in the chat who've joined us, we love it. All of you have sent us a super chat. Appreciate it. All of you who have not subscribed for some fucking reason, hit that button. Hit the bell notification because
get alerted.
We're not stopping at Rojo. We're not stopping at Vita Vea. We're not stopping. We're going to keep doing what we do.
Wait, are you teasing it, bro?
I'm not teasing anything.
Are you going to tease it? No, you're going to tease it? Tom Brady's going to be on next week, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Tom Brady's going to be.
Who the fuck is Tom Brady? I only know 6
We might have a 6-time. We might have a 6-time episode. Might have a 6-time episode.
It happen.
By the way, I just want to tell everybody in the chat that's watching on YouTube and all over the world on Twitter and Facebook everywhere. If you had Russell Wilson,
replayer. I'm not being serious. By the way,
they just benched him because it's a blowout. So if you had him in fantasy,
Russell Wilson got benched.
It's a blowout. They're killing the team, so they put him on the bench.
Russell is also joining us on the podcast next week.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
We are interviewing the Seattle Seahawks starting quarterback who's having a terrible season. Might be benched. He's fallen off completely. Just terrible. No, in all seriousness, we talked to you guys a little bit about that Vita Vea episode. Check it out after the show. We love all of you. Thank you so much. And before we go, Gene, can you please give us a fuck the Saints?
Fuck the Saints.
Yeah. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs.